Welcome back. Well, it's that time again when our Anna gets to indulge her interest in property as she snoops around another luxurious pad that's up for sale.
Yes, this week I headed to Dublin's south side where a house with a real focus on entertaining and fun caught my eye. Have a look at this. This week's property is located in one of South Dublin's most desirable locations, White Beam Road in Clonskea. A substantial 4-bed family home. If it's business up front, it's definitely party out back. So, Brian, we're here on White Beam Road in Clonskea in Dublin, and unusually we're starting out here in the back garden, but for good reason. There's a real emphasis on family and fun with this house, isn't there?
Yeah, and I think the garden is the attraction for everyone, whether that's in the print media or when they come to view it. It's a fantastic garden. I walked it the other day, 25 seconds from one end to the other. Where would you get it?
Brilliant.
Right in the city centre, or very, very close to it at least.
So they can enjoy the putting green. There's a real focus on outdoor dining and the barbecue area, there's a sense of fun and kind of party vibe about this place, isn't there?
There is. It's the kids can party and mum and dad can party too, and it's great from that point of view. And here to my left, a custom-made studio, a well-insulated studio. So they use it currently as a playroom, but an artist might want to use it, or somebody for a home office. So again, this garden gives an awful lot, and you rightly said we're starting here because to a certain extent it all does happen here, and the focal point of this house is outside.
Of course, and there's so much scope. There is plenty of scope with the property itself. Tell us about the main house, Brian.
Okay, we're not quite 2,000 square feet at the moment. We have planning to increase that by another 25%. It's a Crampton built, so attractive from the facade, both front and rear with the red brick. You come in, you have an entrance hall which is in the centre of the house, so it's what we'd call a double-fronted house, a reception room to the left with another one off the kitchen to the left-hand side, and then a living room to the right, which goes from front to back, covered at the back with a conservatory overlooking this garden. The kitchen also has a dining room and a utility room off, which make really downstairs great in terms of different zones for different parts of the family, shall we say. Upstairs we have 4 bedrooms. We have a bathroom servicing those 4 bedrooms, but the master bedroom has a very, very quaint, shall we say, ensuite off, which is in what was an extension back in the 60s or 70s.
Okay, so when was the original house built?
These are 1920s, Crampton built again. He was a famous builder around Dublin, and there's Crampton and there's Kenny and there's different builders that still have a name that's synonymous even still. So it's
there is that signature style, isn't there?
Absolutely.
And the location is a hugely important factor in this purchase, Brian. Clonskea, much sought after?
Very much so. We're right on the cusp of Ranelagh. So people who may use Ranelagh from a social point of view or from work point of view, like Clonskea too, is slightly sleepier. We have Dundrum here to our left, we've Milltown to our right.
I love the view when you look out the window, particularly from the upstairs out to that lovely green.
And you forget about the front, but in a way the front is equally as nice, and perhaps even nicer because of those old trees, that round green which is unusual to see.
I would imagine the new owners will have great fun changing this house and putting their own stamp on it, because all the basics are there really, aren't they?
And with the planning there, it means that they can get their keys, and the builders can move in the next day. They can really start straight away. We've had almost 100 people view it so far. A lot of young families.
Okay, give us the news. How much is it?
1.15 million.
1.15.
A steal.
A steal.
It is a steal, really, when you think about it.
You always say that,
Of course we do, but the proof will be in the pudding.
Absolutely. It's a gorgeous house and a real sense of fun, and I think the next family will have just as much fun. Thank you for taking us around, Brian.
Not at all, thank you.
And you didn't think I was going to depart the house without trying out my skills on the putting green.